Hello and welcome to week two. Week two has two modules, and we will be focusing on occupational health and safety in the veterinary facility. So all information is going to kind of pertain to this. Of course, working with animals comes with a lot of risk and hazards, including those of the chemical kind, animals themselves, scratches, bite wounds, zoonotic diseases, radiation, and much, much more. So that is what we'll be focused on this week. So for discussions, I just want to point out both discussions 7 and 8 are relatively quick. So I know it can be a little bit overwhelming when you have multiple modules, assignments, quizzes, just multiple discussions. But just know that discussions 7 and 8 are relatively light. So you'll watch a video, a short video, and then you'll answer some questions or pull out some information and discuss with the rest of the class. So those should be pretty easily done, even if you kind of just want to get them out of the way early in the week. Okay. So reading assignment for both modules is going to be McKernan's Chapter 4. There are some supplemental materials in Module 1 here that all kind of go along with our major topic for this week, okay? Including information on personal protective equipment, or PPE. I pulled out some information specifically on radiology. You will have an entire class on radiology or diagnostic imaging when you get to your second year. But there's some things to kind of be thinking about posted there for you. Again, a lot of those things that I posted, they're quick reads, but it supports kind of what is in your textbook and lets you look at it from a different point of view. Presentation, same as last week. It is broken down into two different parts. There are quizzes and things embedded within the presentation to help you learn the material. So like I said, discussion 7, it is really should not take you a lot of time, and hopefully this one is a little fun. There is a video to watch and critique. It's a little under 5 minutes long, and then you're going to basically pull out the no-nos or what this technician is doing that she should not be doing in a clinic setting. Okay. Assignment 4 is in the form of fill in the blanks. So again, it'll help you kind of pull out some of the key information to help process it. Study resources are posted in the form of a Quizlet and a Kahoot. And then you have a quiz. Okay, so that's Module 1. Module 2 for this week has one discussion. Again, it's very short or shouldn't take you a lot of time, maybe 10-15 minutes tops. And then assignment 5, and you have the zoonotic disease project, which is a big chunk. And the assignment that's due this week is also, so this is, both of those are a little time consuming, so that's why there are only 2 modules during week 2. And then there is another quiz. Okay, so reading material, again, you can reference Chapter 4 in McKernan's, and then there's several different links and things here for you to take a little time to go through as well. So SUNY Delhi's rabies vaccination policy is posted there for you to go through. If you haven't already seen this, you will need to be rabies vaccinated before you're in your first preceptorship. Many of you probably already have this through work. Others are going to have to navigate getting vaccinated before you're hands-on with animals in our program. Okay, so there's some information on why that is important, some information on rabies itself, and then there are a couple quick infographics and things for you to look at as far as zoonotic diseases go. Okay, discussion 8, all on zoonotic diseases. There is a link to a news release that was within the last couple of years. You guys have probably heard it in the news, avian influenza. So you're going to watch that short video, follow these 2 links. You're going to pull out some information. There'll be prompts on this discussion when you open it up. And then go ahead and post by Thursday and respond to peers by the end of Sunday. So the Zoonotic Disease Project is going to be a big chunk of your week. So try and kind of start thinking about what you would like to research earlier in the week and start organizing yourself for that. Okay, so I encourage you to do something besides rabies, and select something that pertains to the animals that you're interested in working with. So I'm sure we have a wide range of students in this class. Some of you might be equine people. Some might be passionate about cats and dogs and shelter medicine. Others might be hoping to work with wildlife or work in a zoo. So all different kinds of species. Choose something that's going to be interesting to you and that you are going to learn from and apply out in the real world. Okay? So instructions are posted there. So these are pretty detailed about what it is that I'm going to be looking for, how you will be graded. And then I've provided some other kind of helpful links or information here. So I did provide just a template, and that you can use it or not use it, but it has kind of all the parts and pieces of what I will be looking for. So the disease itself, how it impacts humans, how it impacts animals, and more. Okay? You will need to cite your information in APA. And so there is a link there with helpful information to help you with that if you're not familiar with it. This will be shared in the form of a discussion post. So I do have the due date as Thursday, but I will not take points off if you end up creating your initial thread on Friday or Saturday. Just make sure that you give yourself time to look at others' presentations and to respond to them, okay? So do your best to get it posted by Thursday. I do understand that this kind of usually takes students a little bit longer, and so if you end up posting late, I will not deduct points, but I will deduct points if you don't give yourself time to respond to your peers, right? So part of this is learning from each other and taking time to review what everyone spent a good chunk of their time this week doing, okay? And then I have provided a sample presentation here. So this is with permission of a former student. You can open that up and kind of take a look. She's got it really well organized. Citation is done wonderfully. Really good images, including personal images and ones that she found on the internet. So take a look at that just to kind of get an idea of the type of work I'm looking for. And then what I did do is a lot of students don't have experience with APA citation, so I did put together just a quick instructional tutorial to help you with that, to kind of go over the ins and outs of things that I'm looking for and where I usually end up taking off points for students. So it's there to help you kind of get a better idea and help you in that department. Okay? Assignment 5, this is another, so these two things are really what's going to take the most of your time this week. So this is a Virox veterinary infection preventionist certificate. This is completely free. And this is something that you can add to your resume. You can have it as a speaking point in interviews when either you're looking for a job and or you are looking for a student preceptorship. It's a great thing to have. So I have completed this training myself, so I know what it is that I am asking you to do. I have done it myself, and I actually have it on my own resume. So there's some information there for you. You will complete the modules, and then you will get a certificate at the end for completion, and you will upload that, and that is what I will give you a grade for. Okay? And then the last thing is quiz 4. So when you open these, you can see I have notes on what it is. So quiz 3 in module 1, that quiz is on the entire chapter. Quiz 4 is McKernan's chapter 4. but it's only going to concentrate on zoonotic diseases information only, and that's what's in the textbook. So I am not going to be quizzing you on anything that is being presented in this class by your peers this week. It is strictly what is outlined in your textbook, okay? And the pre-exposure rabies vaccination policy that is provided. All right, as always, if you have any questions, please reach out over email and I am happy to help.